Okay, so the second game, of the evening, is, in my opinion, the best city builder that is available on Steam. I was going to say on Steam, but this is actually on the console as well now. Frostpunk is the game that got me into city builders. It's the game that made me change my outlook on indie games. Like before I started playing this, games like this I would skip past. I thought they were too convoluted, too complex. They just didn't have there wasn't a hook for me. There wasn't something that was like, yes, I'm going to try these sort of games. And then the trailer for Frostpunk came out, and it showcased this world where humanity was dying, and there was this worldwide sickness or a ecological disaster, and you just saw humanity break down. And also it had such a strong theme of survival at any cost. I don't know what it was, but something about the trailer just grabbed me. And the developers sent me a key to Frostpunk on the PlayStation, and I sat there and non-stop played it for probably about a month until I finished the game and all of the expansions. And my video on Frostpunk, my review, is probably one of the most popular reviews I've ever done. Thousands and thousands of views. So when the sequel came out, the guys over at 11-Bit Studio sent me a copy of Frostpunk 2, and the guys at Terminals and Evolve sent me the DLC, Fractured Utopias. Now, I did have a look at this in a previous stream that I did, and I promised I would come back and I would do a second one. So here we are. I thought it would be good timing, seeing as we're covering the altars tonight. I would also feature Frostpunk. This is their best game, by far. And the only reason why I said that Altars isn't as good as this is because this game, it's the city builder. Now, I've been playing Utopia Builder mode, which is Fractured Utopia's main campaign. And you may notice that I've also got their new DLC, Breach of Trust. I'm going to be covering that in a separate video, but yeah, this is just a fantastic game, and I'm not even playing this on the most hardcore mode, but I've spent probably 20-30 hours playing this. So that's, the main game, all of the DLCs. This by far is my favorite DLC. I like Breach of Trust, but this one, the whole goal of Fractured Utopias is to build a utopia. And one of the things I didn't like about the main game of Frostpunk was that you were just trying to survive until the next day, the next week, the next month. It was always short-term survival. And the goal of Fractured Utopias is to build a utopia. So you want to build your city to last generations, hundreds of years. So Frostpunk 2 takes place 30 years after the original game, and most of the people that were in the first game have now died or have handed the cities onto their descendants. And we have another problem where a lot of this technology is starting to age and a lot of the resources are starting to run out. So you've got these different factions in Frostland, and they're all vying for control. And based on how you want to play will determine which of the factions you want to actually go with. So yeah, the whole goal of this DLC is to build a city that will last the test of time. Now I have got my city here. I've been doing a bit of building already, as you can see. I have mainly been siding with the Menders, who are basically a group that want to live in harmony with nature. Their main goal, I don't usually go for that. I usually go for the progress, machinery, technology. Menders are using means of building sustainably. So what I'm currently doing is setting up reindeer camps, and we're setting up a food source that is renewable. So I've got these herding camps, herds of reindeer. We can get the reindeer milk, and we can also butcher the reindeer for meat. I'm not going to be doing that. I'm going to be trying to build the herd out. As you can see, we've got 2 out of the 3 camps built, and I've frost broken out to here. You can see the city's getting quite big. I already have a team out in Frostland. We're going to set up some expeditions. I can't just quite yet, because I don't have enough people. But what I want to do is frost break out to here, and set up another outpost down here. So let's do that. So for those of you who haven't played Frostpunk 2, or may have played the first Frostpunk, there's a lot of changes in the second game, and one of the things I like about this is one of the few games where the sequel improves on the original in almost every single way. The original game, it was set in a very small area, and your building was very limited. In this, your cities can become gigantic, and there's a number of different ways in which you keep the cities running. Most importantly, it's all about exploring outside the bounds of your city. So right now I am in Frostland. I'm looking for outposts. I'm looking to build mines. I'm looking to build farms, camps that will provide food back to the city. So you can see my dudes over here, the expedition. They're going to bring back food and supplies. And through my research, I'm going to set up ways to allow them to exist out in Frostland in a sustainable way. So that means delivering food, delivering coal, making sure they've got heated houses. They're not going to die out in the cold. I'm currently researching a couple of basic technologies right now, but eventually what I want to do is start getting some of these hubs. So that means things like being able to set up maintenance bays, to set up rails. Rails will probably be later. Most of my power is kind of restricted because of the need for coal. Once I get some coal mines and maybe some other ways of heating, then we'll worry about that later on. Coal mines, that would be really helpful. Problem is they're very expensive in materials, so right now I'm just trying to use the least amount of resources I can. You can see I'm starting to run very low on heat stamps. That's your standard currency in Frostland. I only get 13 a week, so I might slow down some of my building. Oh yeah, because we're really not making much in the way of coal. Like I've got a coal mine, but it's really only just covering the basics because we're chugging through a ton of coal. 100, yeah, we're using 120 units of fuel, and we're getting 120 units of fuel. So I would like to have a positive balance and maybe build the stockpile up a bit. Also, this is going to start running out soon. Most of the resources here are very limited. I want to get out into Frostland. There we go. Now we've got a positive balance. That's what I like to see. All of the materials here are limited. So you can't just mine forever. You do need to start looking elsewhere and trying to set up. I mean, at least food for me. Once I get the food set up, I'll have a. This is going to be sustainable. That's the goal. I'm actually, I don't have any farms set up. Most of this food being supplied is from reindeer, which is crazy when you think of it. Basically, it's just reindeer milk. But I do have a surplus, but it is running out very slowly. It is going to last for nearly half a year, so I'm not really too fast. My main concern at the moment is probably coal. But at least now we're getting a little bit of a stockpile going. So, oh, not too bad. We got very nice.
Do not feed the reindeer in herding camps. Let their herders tend to that.
Okay, I have turned this off because I don't need materials right now. I don't want to overflow. Let me see. Oh, we're getting prefabs. They're just very slow. Okay, I think next we're going to want to set up a extraction district. Oh, this looks good. Yeah, okay. If I frost break out to here, I'll get prefabs and an iron vein with yeah, 2.9 million metal. That's savage. That's going to solve my materials problem. But I really want that logistics district done. So down here is another district where I can set up. Yeah, there we go. This way station. Beautiful. So this will allow me to get more teams into Frostland. The way the buildings work in Frostpunk, you've got your central city. You've got the housing district, and obviously the generator. This is a mechanical generator that's powered by coal. For those of you who haven't played the first game, some scientists figured out what was happening, and before the cold hit, they built these generators. And the generators are keeping the last of humanity.
Beware.
Okay, so that's a problem because we don't have a stockpile of coal. Oh, and yeah, we're now using all the extra coal I was making. We're now using, so we're once again in a stalemate. Bugger, we're on minimum heating. This is the problem. You're always kind of you're backed up against a wall. I am going to need to figure out where to get another batch of coal. We've got that coal there. No coal. Ah. Oh, oil. Okay, oil will work. Let's have a look at let's go have a look at Frostland, eh? Let's see how we go. Ooh, it seems our little expedition has been fruitful. We have we've got some hunters. Ooh, the hunters reveal details about a field full of lichen. Ooh, herds. Yeah, let's go. So apparently over here is a source of food. Yeah, we need that. But although I'm probably more inclined to go for the coal. Okay, people and coal. Honestly, I think this would be good, but right now coal is probably my main concern. Oh, and oil. Oil will work too. Okay, and I just lost track of time. It's that time of stream again. There we go. Okay, so while they do their thing, I'm going to build another logistics district, and that means we'll be able to send out another team of scouts into Frostland. We are getting very, very, very hard up for materials, though. And I am very concerned if this cold season gets any colder, we're going to be in trouble. So I need to find another source of fuel, and I need to find it out before the cold hits. Because there's coal here, but once that's gone, we're kind of stuffed. And oh, a deep coal vein. Okay, deep melting drill. We might need to look at that. Okay, I'm going to research that next. Okay, it's not ideal. I think the one resource we're kind of low on is coal, but the problem is that we're kind of hoping that we don't run into a blizzard or something, because if it gets any colder than this, everyone's going to die. They're going to freeze. So let's just hope that doesn't happen, eh? Or better yet, that we get this expedition finds some coal. What's running out? Running out of prefabs. Okay, so that's not too big of a problem because there's some other prefabs around that I can start to extract. Oh, actually, I'm good. I've got some over here. So we'll wait until this finally finishes up. Oh, we've got some more people. That might be a problem. I don't know where I'm going to house them. Bro, why do you keep getting people all the time? Let's get this built.
For their masks muffle human voices.
Oh, it's more cold here. Okay, we can frost break down from here. This is getting very expensive though. I'm running out of heat stamps. Okay, nice. We've got a second logistics district. I'm going to expand that district for some more workers. And then let's head out to Frostland and see if we can mount another expedition. Oh man, I could really use that oil. I don't want to use any deadly. I don't want any deadly scouting missions. Oh, cool. Okay. Oh no, we're already doing that one. I wonder. An outpost here could increase our supply. Oh, okay, yes. Yeah, we definitely want to build an outpost. Okay, we'll leave that for now. I could do that, but I think building an outpost would be far more efficient than just killing all of the reindeer and taking them now. I'm thinking we're going to need more people. We're going to need more people. I want to hit this next for the coal. But we don't have enough Frostland teams. Let's just wait until this is finished building, and we'll probably have enough once it does finish. Oh, we're at max herd size. So what I can do now is we can slaughter some of the deer. And that should, yeah, there you go. That's filled up our oh, we're into the warmer seasons. Nice. Okay. Why are we still losing coal, bro? Oh, because the city size. Coal consumption's up. Okay, this is a bit of a problem. We need to build out to here, and we need to do it now before we run out of coal completely. There we go. I'll have to harvest this, or we're gonna run out of we're gonna run out of coal, and everyone's gonna die. How close is this expedition to finishing? No, nowhere near. We're going to have some mortalities on our hands. Nothing I can do, unfortunately. Okay, that ought to sort our food problem out for a bit. Yep, we're good. Oh man, it's going to be tight. We're going to be right down to the last chunks of coal. If I was people living in the city, I'd be... I mean...
Citizens, our researchers
It's going to be scary.
have completed their latest project.
Yeah, advanced coal mines. This should allow me to... honestly, I don't care about that. I think it's the pump jacks that I'm after. Yes. This is what we want. We can oil. Nectar of the gods. We've already got a deposit sitting here, so we just need to figure out how to... Oh, we're 168,000 oil. Okay, next, this is going to be expensive, but I could actually thrust break out in this direction, then I wouldn't need to worry about the extra demand. Let's do that. It's because it's this part of the mountains pretty so the one of the things I like about the game is you have a you need to worry about terrain now. So if you frost break into an area that's like on a side of a cliff, it's you need to build extra support to keep the ground stable, which means that you're going to have to pay more in resources, which means as a knock-on effect, if you're not careful, you can set yourself up to fail. These are... How's this going? Nearly running out. Prefabs is going to be a problem soon. We're okay, though. Okay, so we can build an industrial district and start pumping out prefabs made from materials. Because we've got materials here. I've got a mine here. I can just set this up. So if we go extraction district. Oh, I can't get to it yet. Okay. I need to mine these prefabs first. Okay, we can do that. Let's go this. Boom. That will sort the prefabs out. Once this runs out, I can just shut this down. Okay, beautiful. This -30 is really starting to stress me out. Okay. Okay, there we go. We've got another mine set up for coal, but to be honest, I really want to get an alternate source of energy, whether it's a coal mine, whether it's oil. If we look at research, yeah, pump jacks, we're getting there.
The Menders O'Sullivan Knot invites all to a quilting bee next Thursday.
I love the announcer in this game too. The way that the game has moments of levity, and also, you know, in the middle of all of this, imagine being a citizen just living in these cities, not knowing if you're going to run out of coal. And most of the leaders are just as scared too, because they're, you know, the only thing keeping the people from tearing them apart is making sure everyone has a full stomach and has access to heat. As soon as that goes, you know, human nature, people turn into animals and just start tearing the city apart. In fact, the way that the campaign works is the previous captain was found. He'd actually self-deleted because of all the acts he had to do to get this city going. So, you know, it's a very dark and gritty world, this game. And to be honest, that's kind of what got me into it. Normally I don't play these sort of games, but I think it was the concept of this dark post-apocalyptic world that that just really appealed to me. Let's just turn this on. I'm going to start grabbing some materials.
Our scouts filled in enough.
Okay, scouts. What have you found, scouts? Oh, yes! Let's go. Let's go. A trail or a skyway? Okay, let's connect a trail. Okay, we need to figure out how to skyways. Oh, okay, I see. Ah, I know what I did wrong. Okay. I was just trying to figure out why it wasn't working for me. So I need to build to here. And then to here. And then to there. There we go. There we go. Okay. That's better. Okay. Alright, so once that's built, we'll have our outpost, which we desperately need right now. We can demolish this district now that I've completely used the materials. And, yep, we're all set. Very nice. Now, obviously, heat stamps are starting to get a little bit low. Prefab's getting a bit low, but we've got some more coming in. Food is actually not too bad. We're actually up 10. I'm pretty happy with that. Mainly because we have the reindeer camps, which are fantastic. I love one of the things I love about this new DLC is that it kind of scratches my itch. Like, I hate just constantly not having like a long-term goal, and this just really does a great job of setting you up. There you go, shipping by trail, beautiful. So we're getting. Hold up, let's just check. Yes, look at that sun, right down on the buzzer too. So that'll sort out our coal problem. Eventually we're going to run out though, so we're going to need to keep looking. Materials, I'm not really too... Scouts will die. That's pretty safe. Scouts will die. Scouts will be injured. This has got food though. Food, coal, and materials. Yeah, we're going to hit that. Oh yeah. And this is safe as well. I'm trying to avoid anywhere where scouts are going to die as a result of... an expedition. Anywhere was safe. Let's okay. There we go. All right, so we've got all of our teams out. Can we hit another one? Nice. We've got 3 teams simultaneously searching. And most importantly, food's not a problem anymore. Our stockpile's starting to fill. And... no, the only problem is materials are starting to get hit. So let's have a look and see if we can do something about that. Our materials demand's quite crazy high. Demand 50. So why are we...
The Menders want all potential thieves to know they do not carry heat stamps at any time.
Okay, I'll increase the range of the extraction district, and that should get us some more resources. The only problem we've got at the moment is I'm running low on materials, but I'd rather run out of materials than food. Because people get miserable with no materials. Without food, they're going to start getting mutinous. There's not much I can do about the increase. Oh, it's because of this. It's this. We could probably just turn this off. Yeah, look at that. That's just... Because I don't really need this right now. Now I've got an outpost bringing coal in. The problem is materials. I'm really struggling with those. I need the material mine. And we're out. We don't have anything. Oh, I could frost break over here. Infinite materials. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's not much I can do right now.
The Research Institute has proposed a new idea.
Okay, I mean, pump jacks would be handy, but I've got a coal mine, so... I've actually got quite a few coal mines here, so I'm not too worried about fuel anymore. Let's maybe leave that for later and fix the more immediate problem, which I think is going to be food, because we're in the green, but only by a tiny bit. Stockpile's going to be a problem. Of which we have none. I've got these. If I build an extraction district here... And we can build some high-rises here. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to worry too much about coal mines right now, just because I've got such a nice surplus. Once this actually fills up, I'll probably back off coal mining. But right now, I'm really worried about materials and goods. We're not really making much. And this is, if I turn this mine on, it's going to, my material consumption's going to go through the roof. That being said, that's a lot of deer. 29,000 food. Okay, I think anything that's going to increase our use of heat, or make it more efficient. Increase heat allocation. Ooh, okay. Efficient circuits. Yeah, this is going to use less coal. It's cheap and it's simple, and anything that will reduce our coal consumption, that's what we want to go for. I guess it's a bit much to ask for solar panels. It is 1900s after all.
Please speak loudly and clearly to menders, for their masks muffle human voices.
Okay, this district seems to have solved my materials problem. We're in a surplus now. And we're now in the negatives for food. So I think the next thing we're going to do is I think we need to set up this reindeer outpost. Let's do that. Okay, we don't have enough Frostland teams for this. Everybody's on an assignment. I'm not too worried about food because we did start off with a pretty big stockpile. We started off with a stockpile of everything except coal. But as you can see, it's starting to get up there now. How much is left though? Okay, this is going to run out soon. Well, 126 weeks, about half a year. But remember, we want a utopia. I want a way to make this permanent. Those fossil fuels. Got to burn those dead dinosaurs. Okay, speeding up research or I need to research housing blocks because we're running out of houses. That's next. Actually,
Our scouts
beautiful.
have surveyed new areas.
Okay, let's see what the boys have found. Tar pits, nice. Oh, another coal settlement. Let's go, baby. And I am not going to get more people because my settlement's getting pretty large. We're up to near 10,000 people. So right now, I'm just going to focus on what I can find. Steam cores. Let's go. Oh, materials. Let's go. 2 million materials. Hell yeah. Okay, so we just solved our materials problem too. Let's get that going now because we are gonna have problems with the materials if I don't. If I don't do this now. Oh, okay, we don't have enough Frostland teams for that. Okay, that's okay. I would like to build another outpost, but I don't want to overdo it. I don't think there's any other logistics areas. Yeah, I need a logistics hub, which We've only got 2, so I can't build anymore. Okay, housing is quickly going to become a problem, so I'm going to build another housing district. I want to build another reindeer settlement. But is that going to block housing? Like if I... It is. It's going to block it. If I build there, I won't be able to fit a housing unit up. Alright, so what I'll do is I will build a housing district, but I will build it in a way that it doesn't block. And then if I put a herder camp, I should be able to fit one. Nope. Thought I could maybe smack one in there, but guess not. Okay, let's see. I'm going to move this and see if I can just jam a district right there. It's going to cost me a bit of money, but the way that the reindeer districts work, the reindeer camps, if you put them next to a house,
Our scouts have
it gets you extra food.
a new territory.
Hell yeah! What do you found this time, homies? What have we got? Another. Ah, coal. Okay. 50,000 materials. Let's go, baby. And 50,000 coal. Oh, this is fantastic. That is a lot of stuff. Let's grab it. Oh, 25,000? Oh, man. We just sorted our food problem. I just read that. That's over 50,000 food. So what I'm going to do is I am going to...
Citizens, our researchers have completed their latest project.
Oh, and we've got the cold season coming in, but I'm not too stressed now. I've got outposts set up. Now that our food problem's going to go away, I am going to... Where's the farm? Oh, I don't have a farm set up. I forgot. Okay. Well, we won't need them anyway. Food is no longer a problem. Materials is no longer a problem, so... We can probably just turn that off for now. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that, son. All that coal. That coal. Okay, we could probably just turn this off for the moment because we'll use up our stockpile first. Yeah, we've got material surplus out the wazoo. I am very happy with that. What I can now do with all this excess materials is set up an industrial district. I'm going to set it up here. An industrial district, we can turn these materials into prefabs. So you can see prefabs are starting to drop, just because we're using more than we've got. We're getting a little bit over here, but not a whole lot. We're using more than we're making. So let's just see what these scouts are up to. We've got a few of them working there. We can get another set of scouts working on that. Very nice, very nice. Now I want to try and keep moving south. It seems like most of the animal herds and food supplies are this way, but honestly, I'm not too worried about anything right now because those last stockpiles have massively put us back into the green. Like, look at this. We are absolutely flush with resources right now. 53,000 food. Okay, and then what I can do is set up a herding camp. Oh, look at that. You beauty, I've got it nestled right in there, son. It's right in there. And then I can just drop the houses around the herding camp. And that's just going to make this more efficient. This is beautiful. This will sort our food supplies out.
Leaks, kill. Check the seals on all doors and windows regularly.
Okay, let's butcher some of the reindeer because we're in a surplus now. This is the best I've done. This is the fantastic setup. We've got... This city's going really, really well. I am probably going to decommission this for now. It's too expensive on materials. Now, if I run out of coal completely at some point, I'll come back and revisit that decision. But right now, even at max cold, we are still in surplus of coal. Like, my coal's just going up. That outpost is fantastic. Now it's not going to last forever. In 6 months' time, I'm going to have another problem, which I think means we should probably look at setting up another trail. I probably should. Actually, that's going to have this out. I don't want to set the outpost up yet. I don't want it until we need it. We've got so much coal right now. Honestly, it's going to be this. I want this smelter set up. Because it's 2 million materials, man. That's going to last us years. I don't know what I want to know is how Frostland survived 30 years in a post-apocalyptic world. They would have run out of materials at some point. Okay, so this is turned off. I'm going to leave this coal mine here because at some point we might run into some disaster where I need to get a bunch of coal with some quickness. But right now, I think we're pretty good. I could ask for funds. I'm not going to try and get money off these guys. I'm more interested in keeping them happy rather than getting some money. What I really want to do though is look at high-rise buildings, housing blocks. There we go. Now, housing blocks will cause the possibility of disease. So
have charted a new territory.
Oh, these guys are going gangbusters. Yes, we've got them. Okay, steam cores are the most valuable resource in the game. They are used to run automatons, advanced machinery. They are a relic of the old world, and they cannot. Well, you can build steam cores, but only very late in the game. These are rarer, the rarest of the rare. So we're taking those. Oh, double cores. Don't mind if I do. I'm having that. Let's see. More steam cores. Well, why not? Now, what I really want to do now is research a way to use the steam cores, because steam cores can be used. I mean, automatons were what you mainly use them for in Frostpunk 1.
Has been charted.
But in Frostpunk 2, you don't rely on automatons as much. You have access to vehicles. So, rusted automaton. Oh, no, we don't. Machine is beyond repair. Okay, so I can't fix it, so. Ooh. A prototype hothouse built up above an underground hot spring. We could salvage the core or take the condenser back to the city. No, we want to replicate this. Absolutely, let's go. That is 100% worth it. We'll be able to create our own large-scale hothouses, which is an incredible way to get food. So let's have a look at research. And I reckon we'll now have advanced hothouses. Not yet. Okay. Maybe I need to research hothouses first, but we should have the technology straight away once these guys get back. And I mean, it is beyond repair, so we'll salvage the core. And oh man, look at this! The further we go out, the better the gear, but also the bigger the risk. There's just people there. Honestly, one of the biggest traps you can have in this game is expanding your population faster than you can support. I often find I only expand my population once I have a point in the game where I can't man all of the buildings. I usually keep my population as close to minimal as possible, because we're currently rolling out with a herd food supply. I don't have farms set up, and with our set of herding camps, we've got infinite food. These are just going to keep producing food forever. That's not going to work if I have to increase the size of my city, though. So eventually this is going to stop being feasible, and I will need to build farms. But the problem is that farms in this game are a finite resource. You run out of resources, you run out of food, and it's game over. So I mean, I know this game isn't meant to be played forever, but given it's in Utopia builder mode, I'm trying to figure out a way to get infinite resources. You can do it. I mean, obviously with food, if you get enough farms and enough deer herds and renewable resources, materials, you can kind of find large forests with infinite resources. So, I mean, technically there is a way to do it. We got the plague. A small group of Frostlanders approach the city. There are only 3. The skin was peeling off their faces, died then and there, right before us. Drawing her final breath, one of them spoke of an illness that claimed their people. Guards kept their distance, but we sent qualified personnel to dispose of the bodies. Do we tell the citizens? I am not going to warn the citizens because that sounds pretty bad. Like, I can see that, yeah, we've had problems with riots and citizens, especially some of the factions that don't like the way I run the city. So we're not going to tell anyone just yet. We need to find patient 0. I'm guessing we need to create a vaccine. Imagine having a sickness that causes people to have to stay inside their homes. Complete science fiction, right? Never happened. Okay, we are running out of materials, so... What I'm going to do now is set up a industrial district, and that will let me start turning these materials. I'll build it here. Industrial district. We've got a surplus of materials, so I might as well start using them up. And can we get housing blocks? Guess not. You know, with the three deer camps, we're actually close to leveling out food. Like, look at this.
Our scouts have surveyed new...
What did you find this time, homies? Desolate, sprawling expanse of wooden crosses. Okay, mass grave. Oh, another coal mine. Yeah, we'll take that. 200,000. That's not meager. That is very nice. And a workshop. We'll come back later. I really am very, very hesitant to bring people in, because it's going to upset the ecosystem I've set up here. People and oil. Or food and prefabs and material. Yeah, we got to have that. And oil. Okay. So we need to find patient 0 for the plague. Oh, and we've got housing blocks now, so that's going to sort out our housing problem. We're not too bad for shelters. The new housing block seems to have fixed our problems, but what I'm going to do is... Oh, look at this. That stockpile's getting smaller and smaller, son. Housing blocks. Boom. And we don't need them yet, but the good thing about housing blocks is that it reduces our need for houses. And we can keep all of our housing district next to the generator. If we don't use high-rise buildings, then I'm going to need to keep building out, and that's going to increase our need for coal. Which at the moment, granted, isn't a problem, but later on it might be. I don't want that. I want prefabs. Beautiful. So we're building prefabs from these materials, and it is going to go down, but I don't really care right now. We've got plenty of materials, and once I set up a trail in Frostland to this, we're all set. It's looking good, looking good. I mean, I want to set up some additional settlements, but right now my main focus is to keep exploring. Okay, I am going to research hothouses just to see at least if the advanced hothouses are available. And I believe advanced hothouses require a steam core. Most advanced technology needs a steam core, but I really don't care because I've got 8 of these suckers now. We've been finding heaps in Frostland. I mean, honestly, I think some automatons would be a better use because it's free workforce. But I mean, my workforce is massive right now. I'm not fast. I don't need people. I need food.
Two menders, for their masks muffle human voices.
Okay, there we go. So shelter is good. If we could technically take in more people, but I've got a workforce of over 2,000 people, so I'm not really stressed. I do have a few people injured though. Most of those will be our scouts, so we're going to need to keep cycling scouts out as they get hurt. You know, it is what it is. A lot of these missions, the further we push out, the more dangerous they get. We're going to have more injuries, as long as we don't have any fatalities. One of the cool things about the first game that isn't mentioned as much in the second is the use of things like prosthetic limbs. As frostbite becomes a real thing, people can lose arms and legs. And in the first game, you have the ability to either add additional heating to your buildings or to research prosthetic limbs. And I ended up, because I didn't have enough coal, researching prosthetic limbs, and actually later in the game I got some really cool advanced...
Additional layers. A coal
this might be a problem.
is imminent.
Oh, what am I worrying about? I just saw the size of my stockpile. 76,000 coal. We're not going to run out anytime soon. We all good. A whiteout is coming. Oh, okay. 80 weeks. That might be a problem. I should probably get some additional outposts going. Although our stockpile of coal is so insanely high. Honestly, I think we just need to keep it at what we've currently got. Because if 70,000 coal isn't enough to make it through the whiteout, then we're probably stuffed anyway. During whiteout storms, you lose access to the outpost, which might be a bit of a problem. But honestly, I mean, food's not a problem because all of our food's being provided at home here. And as you can see, whenever the food gets a bit low and my reindeer population starts to get up, I just butcher a few and then boom, look, we're in the green again. Savage. Yeah, heat might be a problem. We've got... I mean, I could increase heating, but we'll see how we go. I mean, we've got a whiteout coming, so I'm not going to do this unless I have to. If the sickness rate goes up, then I will. But we've only got 30 sick people. That's not that bad. The low temperatures in the work districts, good timing. Even those working indoors are reporting frostbite. Protective equipment. I'm going to go with protective equipment because I don't care if we have less work being done, but I really don't want to burn through our coal. So protective equipment it is. If that means we get less done, yeah, see, we've had a bit of a drop. But I can live with that. Our stockpiles are crazy high, so... I've literally got a year of food. sitting in storage, so I'm not fast. And if things get really bad, I'll spin the farms up again, or I can set up another outpost. But most of these trails are going to close during the whiteout, so I can't rely on these too much. Or at least I need to get all the resources back to my city before the whiteout hits. We've got 80 weeks though, so you'd be surprised how... Oh, there we go, drum hothouse. Nice. Yeah, see? Advanced hothouse was already researched. Composite factories. Oh, this transforms oil. That could be handy. Not gonna lie. Ooh. Bulk production of prefabs. That is going to require a core, though. I don't know. That's quite expensive. Oh, but this will actually make a dedicated prefab factory. That I think we need. I think we need that. I'll pay for it. I've got steam cores out the butthole, so I don't need to worry about running out. And I'm sure there's more in Frostland as we keep searching. These guys are still searching. I can go north for more steam. My heat stamps are starting to take a hit though. Look at that.
Our scouts have surveyed new areas.
Okay, what do we got here? Ooh. We can establish a colony. Hell yeah. Okay, we're gonna... Finally, we can set up a colony. This could get expensive, though. I think it's time to do it now before... We need to do it now before the whiteout hits. Oh man, there's another coal mine. There's so many coal mines here. I think what I want to do is set up a oil outpost though. The problem is I'm tapped out. Everybody's working at capacity. I think we're in a pretty good spot though. Let's see out the rest of this. I am gonna have to wrap things up soon. But again, it'll have to be a part 2 for this. This game is one that you can play for, like I said, I'll probably put about 10 hours into this DLC, and at least another 20 hours into the main game. At least. I'd have to check my time. It's probably more than that. This is by far the best DLC for Frostpunk, though. Because the game didn't have a scale of this size. Like, you built your city, you could go out in Frostland, you could build colonies and stuff, but the thing about this game is it actually adds more personalized factions. Like, I've mainly been working with the menders. Like, these guys are the ones I am working with the most, even though they're neutral. And I think that's mainly because they are not really happy with living in a built-up city. So I'm mainly using a lot of their technology for food through the reindeer camps, but they're not a big fan of high-rise buildings, and most of the people are kind of... I'll probably turn this into less of a city and more of a village. But yeah, necessity and all that. I can't scratch my bum. Well, yeah, well, you'll thank me when the whiteout hits and you guys aren't going to be, you know, dead in a ditch, frozen solid, so...
Please give the right of way to frost-breaking teams in transit.
We're low on heat stamps. The menders have come forward with a solution. The city is skint. No one's got funds to spare. Our best bet is to research salvaging factories. This would help us generate income over time. Oh, okay, yeah. Let's do it. I don't know where salvaging factories is, though. Materials. I wish it would actually... Wish it would actually tell me. I'm guessing it's under research, but... We'll wait until this finishes. I reckon it'll be down here somewhere. Okay, what have we got? Another explored ridge. Oh, look at that. 29,000. Again, an outpost would be best here. Don't get greedy unless you have to. We're going to... House frames and scaffolding. Take the components or pulp them into materials. Obviously, 50,000 materials or 150 prefabs. Honestly, I could get more than 150 prefabs. I'm curious, what's the cost to make prefabs? I don't think it's going to be 50,000. How much is... 9 a week. Yeah, for 50. So what that means is 150 prefabs is only like 5,000 materials. Like, it's way better to get the 50,000 materials. Like, crazily more efficient. Yeah. That's a no-brainer. Again, I'm not going to get more people. Food and cores. Yes, please. We're absolutely killing this now. Well, I'm very happy with the direction of the city now. We've got more people. Food might start to be a problem now. I think these reindeer farms aren't going to be enough. Let's butcher some reindeer. So even butchering the reindeer is not enough. I could probably build another reindeer. I'm just wary of how much resources this is going to take up. But I'll frost break this and I'll plop down another reindeer outpost there. We're going to need more housing. Another herding camp. I could put it there, but I could probably put that there, actually. I think that is the best spot. We'll do it there. So I've eliminated how many problems there are on the city. We need material goods, which, yeah, that's not going to be Not going to happen anytime soon. I can probably swap from... Oh, that's not even putting a dent in it. Yeah, luxury goods are usually the last thing I worry about, because they're not really a high priority. Like the only issue you have with not having luxury goods is that the people are slightly less happy. And I would take unhappy people with a full belly than happy people with an empty belly, because, you know, people starving to death is probably a little bit more of a problem than little Timmy not having his Christmas toys. Sometimes you've got to be practical about these things. Now, I really want to see if we can set up that outpost, or the colony. Let's have a look. I already connected a path. There we go. Oh man, yeah, we're critically low on heat stamps. Once prefab's factory's finished, I'll be able to research salvage factory when we're sorted. How long have we got till the big chill?
Do
Not a lot of
not be
time.
alarmed by any unusual noises coming from the generator. Routine maintenance work is underway.
Okay, food's still going down, so let's maybe... Let's get that herding camp set up. And we're going to slaughter another deer. We'll do a couple. There we go. We can't, like, we're just staying ahead of the curve with food. But I'm going to need to probably set up a farm, or at least set this up as an outpost, but... Oh yes, finally. Composite factories. Where's the scrap factory? Research salvaging factory. Factories we've done. Prefab factory. Composite factory. I guess all we can do is composite factory. Alright. Well, I'm going to have to leave it here because it is getting very, very late. I just wanted to say a big thank you to the guys over at 11-Bit Studios. I have had a massive amount of fun playing these games, and I really, really love the Frostpunk series. I've played all of the games. So if you want to see more, I'm actually releasing a video on my YouTube channel on the second Frostpunk DLC that'll be coming out in a couple of days. But Yeah, it is one of the best games. And usually, if anyone is into city building games of any type, if you played City Skylines or Terraformers, or even games like The Sims, this is a really, really good city building game. It is very hard and it's very challenging. And often I'll tell people to start with the first Frostpunk. But the good thing about the second game is that it takes everything we loved about the first game, and in the sequel, it adds so much more. It expands on so much more. The building system has been greatly increased. Resource gathering is a lot more complex, but a lot more fun. You have to make some really, really tough decisions on how you want to run your city. There's different factions. There's different politics. There's laws. There's all sorts of stuff that you need to worry about, and it gives you a lot of freedom on how you want to play the game. I'm playing in a lot more of a conservative way, but players can be more of an industrialist. You can go down a path of having some mass building. You can go you can branch into advanced technologies using the steam cores, or you can take a more conservative, more slow paced but sustainable path like I have. And every time you play the game and you use these different ways of playing, it will radically change your decision process. You're going to need to manage your city a different way. And as you can see, in a few short hours, we've massively increased our influence, and we're just about to set up a colony, a second city in Frostland. But yeah, if you want to see more, go and check out my YouTube channel. I really love this game. It's a hidden gem for me. A lot of people, when they talk about city builders, they talk about games like City Skylines. They talk about games like Terraformers, but they don't talk about Frostpunk, which is a bit of a shame, because I think that even RimWorld is probably one of the biggest ones. Bobbles at the moment is playing RimWorld, and honestly, I started playing it myself, but I think this is a way better game than RimWorld. In terms of detail and theme and story, so I kind of find it hard.
Want all potential thieves to know that they do not carry heat stamps at any time.
It's things like that. This game is extremely immersive and fun, and I highly recommend it. So again, a big thank you to the guys over at Evolve PR. A big thank you to the guys at 11-Bit Studios. I've really enjoyed this. We may come back and do a part 2. Well, we will come back and do a part 2, because I want to play a little bit more of the altars and play maybe some of the late game in Frostpunk, when we can set up our own republic, set up our extra colonies. Oh, there you go. We've got more territories. And as you can see, like I said, I've only scratched the surface here. There's so much to do in this game. But I'm going to get some sleep. I hope you enjoyed watching the stream. And yeah, join me next week. I've got some more games set up. We're going to play some more city builders, play some Souls-likes. And if that sounds like something you want to check out, then yeah, follow me on Twitch, follow me on YouTube, and I'll catch you guys next week.